Hello, Valley of the Sun. Thank you for joining me, your host, Nathan Claiborne of the Phoenix Real Estate Roundup. Today is Tuesday, January 24th, 2023. Inventory today. Let me just start with this, like I usually do, but I'm just going to couch this in some very important terms. Inventory is back down below 16,000 at 15,922 active listings on the multiple listing service this morning. Or today. That's below what it's been, and it continues to drop. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands that inventory is going down. That means that prices probably are not going down. Let's put it that way. Those two things don't typically coexist. So, and we'll get to a couple of the reasons why today. Interest rates on the 30-year fixed rate, 6.2%, still hovering right around 6% like I've been talking about. And one of the things that has done, and it has basically lured about 4 million more people back into the housing market who had been priced out at 7% interest rate. Now they can actually start looking again and consider purchasing and being able to handle the monthly payment at 6%, 6.2%, where 7.2% a month ago wasn't going to cut it for them. So we're seeing that a lot. And just in CNBC this week, Diana Olick came out and talked about national homebuilder sentiment every month. Homebuilders, they have this index. I have no idea how they do it. I've always imagined that they call all these guys up, the leaders of Taylor Morrison and Lennard and KB Homes and Pulte, and they just call them up and say, "Sir, how are you feeling today?" And then they make an index out of the home builder's sentiment. I'm sure that's not how they do it. I'm sure they send a questionnaire around every month to a set number of people that are in the business, and they come up with this index. Well, long story short, short story long, Diana Olick reported on that it actually home builder sentiment went up in January, which is fantastic. Not the sign of a buyer's market. Not the sign of that. Home builders are feeling a little bit better. They're still not feeling great, but they're feeling a little bit better than they were a month ago. And part of that is because interest rates have gone down, have come off their highs, and probably will stay off those highs. I mean, nobody I'm listening to and none of the data I'm looking at tells me that interest rates are headed higher anytime soon. So I think they're just going to kind of be range bound where they're at for a little bit. That's my prediction. Just know that these are predictions. Don't do any trading on this. I'm not an expert. I just look at this stuff every day and I feel like I have some insight. So just know that this is educated speculation only. But home builder sentiment has gone up. They're predicting actually that housing starts will remain lower year over year, probably until later in 2023 when they will rebound. So housing starts, they themselves are predicting to rebound, and they know this stuff way ahead of time because they already have purchased the land underneath whatever's going to be built in September, October. So they expect there to be more inventory coming online. All of that is good news. That tells me that the market, like I have been talking about, is normalizing. But it's definitely not nosediving into some magic buyer's market. I just want to make sure that everybody understands that. So when you're looking at the housing market and you're thinking that this is the time to find bargains, it is to some degree. There's a lot of stuff that's been listed for quite a while as the market is adjusting. But I'm already hearing reports of multiple offer situations. I'm already hearing things tick. I'm already seeing some movement happen on the MLS. So just know, and I keep track of it every week for you, that this market is heating up. Who knows what we're going to look for come in springtime, but I like the way it's looking from here so far. Home builder sentiment looks good as well. So those are a couple of fun things. Now, another story that I just read in the Phoenix Business Journal, get this. A Phoenix firm, a robotics firm, has 3D printed a home in less than 60 days. They're going to start selling them, I guess, or being able to deliver them in 60 days at a cost of in the upper 200s. Wow. Completely robotically 3D printed homes. It's from a company called Diamond Age that moved from California to Phoenix last year. One of the many, right? That's definitely a lot of people have made that trek, have made that move. They began selling its first community of 3D printed homes in the upper 200s is what this says. Using full stack robotics, the company can build homes within 60 days. Diamond Age is not a 3D printer. Diamond Age is a construction automation system. We're building robots bigger than houses to build houses. And they do leverage 3D printing in the process. That's only part of what they do, is what he's saying. Anyway, all I'm saying is, wow, that's remarkable. And, you can see the market forces that are bringing this about. First of all, huge advances in the technology, but also an acute need for labor, for people to do these jobs. So they are finding other ways around human labor. So this is really super fascinating. I think we're going to see more and more of that because Phoenix is always the ground zero for real estate experimentation. And it's kind of fun to watch things happen. All of the iBuyers, 7 or 8 years ago, Open Door and OfferPad and all of them, they all started in Phoenix. Was one of the first markets they were in. It's always a petri dish in the real estate market, mostly because we're pretty regulatorily loose. Let's put it that way. We're left to be able to do business the way that we feel is fit, and that can be good and that can be bad. I like living here quite a bit. Next, I'll bring you the Baller House of the Week. It is a doozy this week. The most expensive house sold in the Valley in the last week. Another Paradise Valley palatial estate. Get this. The home itself is 26,000 square feet. Now, I think there's some of this, or quite a bit of this, that is livable outdoor space. But either way, that's like half an acre of built-out space. That's remarkable. It is 7 bedrooms, 15 bathrooms. It was just built last year, and it went and sold last week for $12 million. That's definitely on the list of most expensive, definitely in the year or in the last 6 months. $12 million is a lot for this market. So congratulations to Frank Azami and his team at Russ Lyons Southern, who took that listing, and also more of that team on the other side, on the buyer side as well. So congratulations to Russ Lyons Sotheby's International for brokering that sale. And of course, congratulations to that buyer of that really remarkable property. You can see it, 6659 East Indian Bend Road, right in the middle of Paradise Valley. So thank you so much for joining me this week on the Phoenix Real Estate Roundup. I am Nathan Claiborne, Associate Broker with the Daniel Montez Real Estate Group, and I come at you every week with the most up-to-date stats and market insights so you can hopefully make the best decision for you and your family. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.